大家好，欢迎来到 Mandarin Q&A 的时间。大家今天过得怎么样呢？希望大家今天都一切顺心哦。Today's episode comes from a question from one of you. The viewer asked, "Could you teach me how to use Joe properly, please?" And when I saw this question, I was like, oh boy, this person is starting to notice something interesting. Why do Mandarin speakers use Joe so often? It is everywhere. So today, let's talk about it. Joe is a very common word in Mandarin. You may have seen it translated as right away, only, exactly, or then. Depending on the situation, it is interpreted differently. One important thing to understand is Joe often adds emphasis. It highlights the word or idea that comes with it. Depending on the situation, this emphasis can show time, limitation, certainty, or connection between events or actions. So let's look at 4 common situations where you may hear Joe. The first one is when Joe is used to emphasize time. Let's compare below expressions. 我去 means I'll go or I'm going. Now compare it with 我就去 I'll go right away. Do you notice what has changed? By adding Joe, the action becomes more immediate. So 我就去 emphasizes that the action will happen immediately. But you'll also commonly hear people say 我现在就去 I'm going right now. By adding the word 现在, it explicitly emphasizes immediate action, showing that the situation is highly urgent and cannot wait. The second usage of Joe is emphasizing a limit or a fixed amount. For example, 10块钱 is $10. Now let's compare it with 就10块钱 it's only $10. By adding Joe, the speaker emphasizes that the amount is fixed or limited. It gives the sense of that's all, only $10. The focus is that nothing more is being added. The third one is when Joe is used to emphasize certainty. For example, 我明天去 I will go tomorrow. Now compare with 我明天就去 I'll definitely go tomorrow. By adding Joe, the speaker sounds more certain and more decisive. It gives the sense of I'm going tomorrow, not later. The last one is when Joe is used to connect one event or one action to the next. For example, 吃完饭就睡觉 Finish eating, then go to sleep. Or after eating, go to sleep. The sentence describes a sequence of actions. First, 吃完饭 finish eating. Once that action is completed, then the next action naturally follows. 睡觉 go to sleep. Here, Joe acts like a bridge connecting the 2 events, 2 actions. It tells us once the first action is done, the next action happens. So here's another everyday example. 下班我们就去看电影 After work, we'll go watch a movie. Again, the first event happens, finish work. And once that condition is met, the next event naturally follows. Go watch a movie. And when I was pondering about how to put this episode together, there's this movie that keeps on coming into my head. It's a movie called fearless 霍元甲 starring Jet Li. And there's a particular scene in this movie actually showcase the power of Joe very clearly. So if you watch the movie Fearless 霍元甲, you may remember this scene when there's a beggar repeatedly ask 霍元甲, 霍元甲,你什么时候是金门第一?霍元甲, when will you become number one in 金门? The answer is 就在今天. 就在今天. It means right now, today. Today is the day. Notice they could simply say 今天, which means today, but he says 就在今天. 就在今天 is much stronger. It emphasizes this exact moment. This is the day. Everything points to today, and that's the power of Joe. I hope this episode helps you understand a little bit better about the word Joe. While trying to memorize every possible translation, maybe sometimes ask yourself, what is Joe emphasizing in this sentence or in this scenario? Is it the time? Is it the amount? Is it the certainty? Or is it trying to connect between two actions? Once you start recognizing that pattern, you'll begin noticing Joe everywhere in Mandarin. And thank you again to the viewer who inspired today's episode. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so we can keep exploring Mandarin together, one question at a time. 谢谢大家咯，下次见。